Well, guys, what's happening? We are going to discuss today the BITO trade that I entered that we're going to start wheeling, and we are going to discuss, well, obviously it's based on Bitcoin, so we're going to dive into that, and I'm going to give you a quick rundown of a earnings triangle I did as well, so you can learn from that for the future. So the BITO trade that I actually took earlier, well, I signaled it in the Discord, and I'm going to give you a rundown of it and how we're going to manage this trade. So we're going to do this one, we're going to manage this whole trade together. So if we go into the Discord here and we go to the wheel strategy section where I signal the wheel trades. So what you can see here is I sold to open a 23 put on BITO, expired on the 28th of June, and I received $31 credit for it. This will give us a break even of 22.69 as soon as we enter the trade. But this is before X dividend. So if we get assigned, we're actually going to be able to capture the dividend on this, which will drop our break even down to 21 a share, roughly. So we're going to actually work it all out today, and I'm going to plot that on a spreadsheet and show you guys how I do it, because this is very important. So first of all, the trade itself. Here it is here. So it's actually in profit a little bit right now. It's 29 credit you can get for it. So the reason I actually entered this, we'll go back to the step one, was Bitcoin today had a, where's the actual Bitcoin one? Let's do buy and sell. Bitcoin had a very big down day today, as you can see. Now I entered right at the bottom. Why did I enter at the bottom? Well, on the chart with our custom supply and demand indicator, I was able to see that Bitcoin entered this really strong support zone. So I was like, you know what? I'm comfortable starting to take a position here. So then I went over to BITO, because that's what I like to sell options on. And as you can see, it actually bounced right out of the zone today. It wicked straight out of it. So we're on the bounce. We're actually up right now, 2%. But anyway, that's besides the point. So we're going to keep an eye on this BITO chart, and we are going to analyze the trade that I did on the spreadsheet. So this is the profit tracker for our group. So what we're actually going to do here is we're going to make a new section on this. I'm going to call this BITO trade 2. Okay, because we've already got a BITO one. And I'm going to copy all of this. And you guys can use this as a template as well. All you need to do is just come into the profit tracker and you can start changing the stuff. So let's start filling this out from everything that happened today and what the crack is. So we're going to clear all this. Okay, so first of all, what price was BITO when we entered the trade? Well, I entered this trade pretty early on in the day. I entered this trade at 10 minutes after market open. Okay, so 10 minutes after market open, we were, let's just go to the hourly chart, market open. About here. We'll call it 25 point. Fuck, you know what? We'll be more precise. Go to the 10-minute chart. 25.26 was the price of BITO when I opened this trade. So 25.26. Okay. How much capital have we used for this trade so far? Well, what we know is that we have used, our strike was the 23. So $2,300 in collateral, but we actually got paid $30 for doing it. So if we go back here, what you would do to work it out, if you don't want to just do it mentally, on here, all you would do is equals, wait, what strike was that again? Sorry, 23, I think. Yeah, 23 equals 2,300 minus 31. So we used $2,269 in capital. Okay, now we're going to enter the actual position that we took. So we sold one, and it was a, we just go to here, we'll grab all the code for it. In fact, no, I don't actually have the code for these ones, for this little mini tracker. So position one, we sold a 23 put, expiring on the 20th of June. And we got 0.31 credit. And we're going to highlight this yellow because it's not yet closed. And now I'm going to just grab the code to make this work. There we go. So $31. Let me clear all this here as well, because these are the notes. And we're going to clear all of this. And we're going to see this. So the stock began at this price. Okay, so that is our initial, that is the price of the stock when we entered. Okay, and today's date is the 11th, 6th. So what actually happened is our initial break even, again on the 11th of the 6th, is going to be equals 23, because we sold a 23 put, minus our credit to open. So our break even is 22.69. So without anything happening, already our break even is much lower. Okay, so that is massive. That is a massive win for us. So right now, BITO is trading at, let me see, BITO is trading right now at 25.44 or 25.43. So, but we know our break even is 22.69. So let's look at how far away that actually is. 22.69. Our break even is a 10% drop on BITO, is where our break even is. That is absolutely fantastic. We're just betting that this stock is not, or that Bitcoin is not going to drop 10%. That's great. Now, what if it does? What if it does drop 10%? Well, let's look at BITO's dividend history. 1.76, 1.69, 1.14, but they actually increased their dividend, so it's actually going to be more like these two. It'll probably be closer to 1.768. So let's pretend we get assigned this, right? This is why you use a spreadsheet, because you can analyze different things and see what happens, okay? So as you can see, right now, we're without extrinsic value, we're in profit. 1.36% on this trade we're going to make. 1.36%. Now, what happens if we are assigned a dividend? Like, we get paid a dividend if we're assigned. So what that would look like would be this. Let me just type in here. Dividend. In fact, you know what I mean, dividend, right? Okay. Now, let the dividend would pay us 1.7. Okay. Now, watch this. This is where the magic happens. If we were assigned at the break even of 22.69 and we're paid the 1.7 dividend, watch this. So let's pretend the dividend is in, I think it's on the 4th of the 7th, something like that, roughly that. Okay, now we're going to do equals, click our old break even, and we're going to minus the credit we just received for the dividend. Boom. 20.99. Folks, a break even of 20.99, right? Now, that will be dividend. Now, let's say then, after the dividend, we want to sell an aggressive covered call. In fact, first of all, let's look at this. 20.99, okay? That is the break even. That will be our new break even if we are assigned shares after the dividend. So technically speaking, our break even now means nothing, because if it does fall below it, we are going to get the dividend. So what this will bring our break even to, 20.99. 17% dip, folks. That is fantastic. That is absolutely wild, okay? So that means if we get assigned, we will make $201 just off assignment on this trade. That is fantastic. Now, we can sell an aggressive covered call. Let's go a month out. Let's say we sold, I would probably go something about, they're very illiquid. Let's see if we can get any better liquidity. Here's one. Here's better liquidity here. You could get about $100 at the money, but let's not go at the money. Let's go a bit out so we can get some capital appreciation. We'll call it $100. You can get $100 for that, okay? So then let's say we sold a 26 call. Or no, it would be lower, obviously, because the price would be lower. But for right now, for talk's sake, we're just doing this here. 26 call, blah, blah, blah. You sell that, okay? And let's say you get paid $100 for it, right? Now our break even would be equals our previous break even minus what we got paid for the covered call. 19.99. Folks, I hope you realize this. But if that was to happen, That's a break even of 21.39% below where we are right now. Let that sink in. BITO is a cash cow. It's ridiculous. Now, let's go back. That means you would have made $301 on $2,269 invested and made a 13.6% return on capital. And that's without putting in here the shares you were assigned and the price you exited them at if you're taken away for the covered call. So if you went $1 out of the money, that would be an extra 100 you'd make here, which means you would make 17.67% on your money in, it would be 2 months, including the covered call. Absolutely fantastic. But right now, none of this has happened. So we're going to get rid of this. We're going to get rid of this. And this is where we actually sit. In fact, we can get rid of that. We don't need that. Start date, we are 11/6. So right now, this is where we currently sit. Okay. I might just color this. So this is on the profit tracker now for any of you guys that want to go and see it. You can look at this, and I will update this as we go along, and I'll make another video to show how this has progressed. Here's the last BITO trade I made. You can see we were assigned. I sold the 26 put, which was assigned. I then sold, or here was our shares, but then I sold another 24 put, which brought our break even down even more. I sold a 26 covered call, and the shares were taken away from me at the same as I entered because I sold an at the money covered call. So in one complete cycle, I made $130, which was 2.6%, and I think that was in 2 weeks, which is absolutely fantastic. Great return. Great return. Anyway, let me show you the other trade I did today, guys. So if I go into the Iron Condor section, you can see I did an earnings triangle on Oracle. So if we go back and let's have a look at Oracle. So what I actually did, if I go to activity, in fact, let me just go to my positions. Oracle, I only did one contract of this because this is on my futures account, but I had some extra buying power, so why not? I sold the 100. Oh, I actually meant to sell the 150, but it doesn't matter. I sold the 149 and the 103. I got paid $22 for this, and all it has to do is not be below 103 or not be above 149. Now let's check the chart. I actually haven't checked this yet because they've had their earnings. Okay, there you go. So it gapped up. It went to $134. It's still nowhere near 149. This will be max profit at market open tomorrow. So that was a nice wee $20 claimed. If you guys want to see any more like that, you can certainly jump in the Discord. Link will be in the description. As you can see, we are actually on a 72 win streak right now. Well, it'll be 73 now because of that Oracle trade. So I hope to see you guys there. That was a quick update on BITO and how we're going to wheel it and manufacture the win. I can also double down at certain prices, which will drastically drop the break-even price. But it is crucial that you guys have a spreadsheet. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later.